Hello, Rimfire friends. I thought I would post this quick video of our practice session from today.
You gotta sit first.
I actually had my oldest son Luke come along today for the first time ever. He wanted to give this a try, and so he gave several of our different practice sample sessions a go today for the first time ever. And of course, this is Caleb making short work of probably the most difficult section of the course of fire that you'll find. Range was super busy today. They had some, as you can probably hear in the background, some pistol competition going on, and it was a full house in the parking lot for sure.
Yeah. Guys got so many views done. It looks like a newsstand. Okay.
Caleb making short work of it for sure. We had quite a bit of practice from that match where there was a section of it like this, not on the chair but seated with slings. So you know, you it's a carryover there for sure.
I don't know how many missed. One or two.
One of the difficult parts about practicing for something like this is the chairs are always different. So this chair is actually quite an easy chair because it's basically one-piece steel and very rigid. And you'll see I've practiced this quite a bit. I load my foot first and then I step into it, or I sit down into it rather. And all my weight's on that one foot, so I'm kind of like wedged.
I can't seem to do that.
And it makes for a very stable position. And having a stomach here, which I'll mention, is an advantage because it wedges you in.
Guts
Almost.
in the way. It's perfect.
You can see the tension on my knee there, my leg. Like, it's not an uncomfortable position, believe it or not, but there's a lot of pressure on that leg because it wants to slip off. So I'm pushing with all my weight on my foot.
And line up a shot.
And the rifle's resting on the trigger guard on my knee with both hands on either side. Kind of wedges it there, balances it. And it's extremely stable. And then, of course, to this old favorite, seated. And actually, like, I was sharing this rifle and sling with Luke, and Luke is obviously a different size than I am, so the Arca clamp comes in handy that I can slide it up and down the rail. But the sling has been moved to Luke's positioning, so the sling isn't exactly how I would like it. But I just, so you can see me adjust it there, I just kind of left it because I'm very comfortable in this position, and it was more about making sure that Luke had a kind of better experience with it, being his first time going through it. And like, I'm not just gonna say it because I'm his dad, but Luke was a force today. He impressed the heck out of me, and I think the other guys too. He did some pretty good shooting, just like this guy who always impresses. I've mentioned before that like Brett's an excellent shot, and considering he's never done this before either in this position, and he's got a hunter style sling and a sporter rifle. You can see the different techniques between myself, Caleb, and him, but it didn't make a difference because a good shot is a good shot, and he got 5 out of 5 on the chair.
3.
No, it's plain.
Because he's just solid.
4.
Or whatever. Yeah, 22-inch noodle.
5.
Pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So here's Luke. This is his very first time ever trying this, like live. And so he kind of does a hybrid of what I do. And
It's a little spaghetti. So he's doing the same. He's got the trigger guard on his knee. Same as I did. Yeah. Yeah. I just can't seem to do it, man. Honestly, I can't stretch like that.
Yeah, Caleb, you can hear Caleb in the background. He's talking about he's having trouble getting into the seated position of the chair, and that's the thing. It's a practice thing, and like yeah, it's tough to get into it, but it's rinse and repeat over and over. Very first time doing this.
Yeah.
So, and also very first time
I've
sitting
seen some
unsupported
logic.
with a sling.
It's whatever you can do to get comfortable, but for me, it removes a point of contact for stability, so
I think it was Kareem or someone had made it enables the gun to stay.
It's we're talking in the background about Lucas is using a position with this rifle. It's not really in contact with his shoulder, and it's quite amazing he was getting as many hits as he was. We were just mentioning that it's whatever it takes to get you comfortable in the position.
Nice.
holy,
Well
that
done.
was 9, man.
9 out of 10 hits on his first run.
For some reason.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Give that a wee crack.
Gracias.
Weather was crazy today. We had some driving rain for a while, and we had some very stout winds at one point here. You can hear some rain draining off the roof. I apologize for the noise in the background between the big crowd of shooters at the pistol competition today and the rain here. It's quite a big background noise.
Right?
So this is a multi-positional stage, shooting off tires, the tire here and underneath the tire.
Yes. Loader, make ready.
Quite a bit of dialing back and
Loader, make
forth.
ready.
Loader, make ready.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Shooter ready.
Shooter ready.
3, 2, 1, engage.
3, 2, engage.
And again, you're not going to hear
Notice how the rain
a
stopped for me?
large percentage of hits here because the target that we're shooting at 100 is much smaller than it will be for the match. And so it makes very challenging, but there wasn't a lot of hits on that one. It was very small.
Oh, wiggled it.
Maybe I should have called you Noah.
And that's the thing. It's like a lot of times it's about practicing these stages, whether the same ones or whether they're different. It's getting used to, setting up and getting your body used to what's the most accurate position to hold this rifle and engage targets.
So transition.
And so that's, a takeaway for Luke. He's learning how to, manipulate the bolt and turrets and how to, make sure you transition between sections with your bolt open,
Remember to dial back.
understanding the course of fire. Because that's the thing. He's never, anybody new has never dialed so much. Normally when you shoot off the bench, your scope is set and you might move the windage here and there, but traditionally not. You come and you shoot your groups at 50 and you go home. In this game, you are dialing a lot and moving your scope a lot. And so you get quite proficient quite quickly in it. But if you've never done it before, it's a whole nother learning curve.
Yeah, I remember.
15 seconds.
He was having a good time with
So these are 2 at 50.
course of fire. Anyway, I'm going to leave this one here. I want to thank you guys as always for watching. Any questions or comments, leave them below and I'll do my best to answer them. But if not, I'll catch you guys at the next one.
Nice. Great job, man.